We all know about the infamous Dodge Charger Hellcats and the Red Eyes, powered by a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 Hemi engine, both producing well over 700 horsepower. But today I wanted to take you back to where it all started, long before the Dodge Chargers were a 4-door family sedan, and reintroduce you to the first Dodge Charger ever released to the public back in 1966, as I think it still looks awesome even 60 years later. In the early 1960s, demand for larger specialty vehicles were rapidly increasing, and with Mercury, another famous car company at the time, even seeing success with the release of their very first upscale car called the Mercury Cougar, which was essentially a larger and more refined version of the Ford Mustang that pioneered the pony car concept when it was introduced in 1964. Dodge, not wanting to be the one that falls behind in this upscale car race, decided to release their very first generation of Dodge Charger in 1966 in an effort to produce an upscale, upsized pony car. Dodge really tried to market this first generation Charger towards more mature buyers as opposed to the younger generation, because as the saying went at the time, pony cars are for kids. Because of that, this car came equipped with a 5.2-liter V8 engine, but if you had the money, you could definitely opt into bigger engine options, all the way up to a 7-liter Hemi V8 engine producing 425 horsepower and 490 pound-feet of torque. This Dodge Charger was also derived from the Chrysler B-body platform Dodge Coronet, and it also shared major components and much of the two-door Coronet's front body with a fastback roofline, following the pattern set by AMC's 1965 Marlin. The front fascia also introduced hidden headlights behind a full-width grille and a wall-to-wall tail lamp design. This Dodge Charger's interior featured 4 bucket seats with a center console that went to the back seats, and had race-inspired instrument gauges alongside these leather seats that were quite comfortable. However, since this car was positioned as a sports-type luxury kind of car, sales of the 1966 and 1967 Chargers were super low, and that could also be partly due to the design of the car itself, since the car's front and rear overhang made the fastback design look really tall, especially given its relatively narrow track dimensions. People did not find this car attractive immediately, as it seemed like the car didn't really have a set audience and it was still trying to find its identity, and because of that, Dodge gave this car some upgrades on the body style for the second generation, and everything started falling in line then. The 1966 model was definitely a test car for Dodge at the time, but I'm glad this car exists, because if it didn't, we most likely would have never seen those upgrades on the second generation Dodge Chargers, which are generally known to be the best generation of the Dodge Chargers ever made. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content like this, and also let me know what kind of cars you would like to see me do next.